both of y'all, would y'all consider being friends with Elliott Wilson?
Where you going with this question?
Yeah, I asked that because if it's somebody you respect, I wanted to know, did y'all feel the need to step in when, when it looked like publicly he was embarrassing himself, attacking people online, and all the antics that he was doing?
Was he really embarrassing himself?
I think, look, you kind of on the Charlemagne side because you fuck with Power 105 and all that type of thing. I'm unbiased.
Yeah.
I don't think Elliott Wilson was embarrassing himself.
No.
Nor do I think that I could even speak on that. Because go on.
Here's my thing. The number one thing they've said, and I said this with Elliot, they always complain about the older generation, which is us, if you want to put us in that category, not holding up the standards to what the young people are doing. And he was sitting here calling out bullshit because he wanted a quality of content, journalism, and interaction. And instead of saying, hey, he wants the best for it, they penalized him and called him a hater. So I'm from the school, you can't ask a person to look left and right at the same time with no mirror. So what is it? Because if shit goes into the toilet bowl, oh, Elliot, you were supposed to speak up. You were supposed to guide us. Now he speaks up. No, you're a hater. What is it now? Now, since he's been focused on his show with DJ Head and the other dude, they put in our quality content. What's the issue now? I mean, what you gonna say, S?
Listen, everybody, you only got one life to live. If that's what you want to do to make your mark,
there you go.
Who is anybody to tell you, especially of people of lesser caliber?
Do you think he was hating though, Art?
Most people that could do great interviewers are now becoming the media.
Yes. Everybody's media. Summer Walker's media. Cameron's running like he's Stephen A. Smith. It's what we're dealing with.
Why are you saying like he's Stephen A? Why he not running around like Cameron?
He's Cameron to be that.
That's what people be mad at you about when you say shit like that.
Which I think he should lean into. Be the old villain.
OD, that was hate.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I think people be mad at you.
Oh, it's hate.
Cam is running around like he's Stephen A. Smith. No,
why is he support journalists? Because he has an opinion? Why?
But him and Mace have proved to have a good opinion that people care about.
He got Mace having a job and really like check because the bag is there.
But
Elliot, you don't think that we all come from the culture of we all sit around in our neighborhoods, in front of our buildings,
but
in the
Mark don't make you a journalist.
But I'm just saying, we all sit around in our groups with our friends and talk about
our
sports,
opinions, yes.
music. That's all these guys are doing right now.
But that's not fair. Is Shannon Sharp a journalist?
No, but that's the
or does he
easier
have experience
bridge.
from it?
That's where the athlete becomes the media. That's the easier Charles Barkley. That's easier transition.
So why is it easier for the athlete but not the artist?
It's not easy, but I don't like it because, like, you imagine, like, this is the shit I do well, and not everybody want to do it, and they get the celebrity off that shit.
You don't like it because you feel like they're not coming to the journalists to have these conversations.
I'm real with that,
which affects your bottom line.
The best I ever do is me with that. So then you want to be that off celebrity of what? So I can talk about that. I don't like that shit, and not be a hater.
Yeah.
It's reality.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
You don't like it because you don't think they're good at it?
I know I'm better at it.
Okay.
It's me. It's my life.
Okay.
But Elliot, what
Imagine
would make you better at it? Because in this day and age, it's just not about getting the information right. It's about who's more entertaining. So who are you to say I'm better at this than them when what
I'll prove it to you I'm better than you. Like I'm the best. I'm more informed.
Are you better at telling a story? Are you better
100%.
at getting accurate
They're not
information?
better. Like that shit cringeworthy. I watch say shit. It's not good.
Yo,
Shit ain't popping. It ain't popping.
I don't agree.
What's the camera interview? Was like, yo, Cameron really asked the questions. Like, what are you talking about? No.
But what interview did Cam take away from something of let's say we're the hip hop ilk? Even if Maul and I aren't journalists, we're still in hip hop media. You are a hip hop journalist. What interview did Cam take away from us?
They have celebrity has access to different things that I may not have. And again, I do feel like they underperform.
See, I think I have to push
Every
back.
time.
I have to push back there because you have had 25 years of relationships with
30,
publicists,
30,
PR interviews.
30.
The three majors where Cam is a celebrity and has, relationships for him being in the game for 30 years. But you have direct relationships with the majors that the rest of the podcasting world never had. So you still do have that. I think we have to go back to the period at the end of the sentence of what the fans want. And with Cam or Young Miami, maybe they just want to be entertained. With Kai, They just want to be entertained. They don't
No,
want to be
but Raw
informed.
is
They don't
the-
want to be informed.
The access goes to them above me. That's the problem I have. That's what it comes down to. You see what I'm saying? Because it seems sexy, like, yo, Cam's a sports reporter now. Hey, woo,
Okay,
woo.
but let's not act like
Right?
that's not always been hip hop or entertainment at the time. We've seen things that were hot and then failed immediately, but at that time, that was the hot shit that people went to.
And they
That's like any
They
genre.
don't have to fail. It's all good. They can do their thing. I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm competing. I want a shot. I'm in this. I'm still here. I want to compete.
But that goes back.
But now you sound like the old nigga in the park that don't get picked up no more.
And I don't want to be that. You're right.
Yeah, but I'm not.
stop being
And,
that.
and I'm not saying that you are that because
It's all good.
I know your work.
Yes.
I'm from New York City. I know Elliot Wilson's work.
My nigga.
But
Love.
I do understand at the same time, like, there was a time where what I was into growing up, you know,
Art.
my,
No.
I think from a younger perspective, it looked like hate.
Why? How do you identify it?
Because when I think you see the way that he was acting online, I think you see that from younger people, not from a older person who you have, I guess, a different
Art,
standard from.
you're 25.
So it's like
You're biased.
that's my
Art.
No.
point. It's not
Hold on.
about
You're 25. So what I'm saying, and I'm not playing your age, when you get to 51, and if you got the energy to go against young niggas, you gonna say, I get it. Because one day you're gonna wake up. This is old nigga bullshit. Your knee's gonna hurt for no reason. Your back is going to hurt for no reason. You're not. And Art, I want to give you an answer why this fuckery happens. We ain't got no explanation. To have the energy to go back and forth, even digitally, God bless that nigga. Because there's other guys who are 10 years younger than him, they don't got that vigor. Telling you.
I'm just listen, man. I'm just.
Isn't it better to just show it instead of just talking online?
You don't think he's shown? He's shown it for 30 years.
Well, that's the point. It's like you let the work speak for
I
yourself.
mean, yeah.
like
part
you
of-
just,
yeah.
and then currently, when you're from what it looked like from the public complaining online, it's like, why not just do what you were doing, what you are doing right now, which is the show and whatever else that
But
you're
let me
doing.
ask you a question.
The
all
head
right? Let me ask you a
editor-in-chief
question. All
that-
right. Let me ask you a question. Honestly, you think with all that man credentials, he give a fuck about what people say?
Yeah,
I'm curious. You think you think? Let me. This is real shit. You think you sitting in that chair judging him? You think he should care?
I don't think he should care what I have to say, but I think he does care about what people have to say.
That's not.
If that's not, if
I'm
he
not
didn't,
asking
he
what-
wouldn't still
I'm
be
not asking
competing
what-
the way
you don't.
he's
Look,
trying
look,
to.
I don't care about niggas, but I'll still answer you. I don't give a fuck. I'll still answer you just to chop you the fuck down.
He ain't gonna lose no sleep over
I ain't
it.
gonna lose no sleep, but just because I be like, you know what? This nigga getting on my nerves now. I'ma give it to him.
Yeah.
And niggas call me say, yo, why you doing that? What you do? Cause fuck him, nigga. Cause I feel like it. Cause I can. I done shit in this business. I done made my money. I done put niggas on. I done this. And who is this little nigga to sit over here in this chair that ain't doing shit? That ain't never done shit. Maybe he feels like that.
Well, that's the point. If somebody that hasn't don't have the accolades to your level can make you flinch, that means you care.
That's not. All right. You're biased. That's not true. You can get on a nigga's nerves, or you can want to put a person in their place. You can want to do that.
Not if they don't have the to quote unquote are on your level. If you see somebody in the coming up or upcoming,
Let me show you
person,
something.
and you're like,
I'm gonna show you
you're not-
something.
Why would I?
Somebody
give you
made a
energy?
comment one time, right? And they said, "Oh, I see that you decided to get the same guest as this person. You following their lead." You know what my reply was? That's amazing, since our interview came out 2 months before.
He shouldn't have responded to him now,
Right?
but he felt like it
I needed
because
to fix.
because you're a dick.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
You're a dick. So
Did he-
I'm going to respond to you,
Yeah.
nigga.
Did he come out to play? I said,
No.
And then when he tried, I said, my bad. I have a time machine, and I was able to jump ahead to make sure the interview came out before.
That doesn't mean
Sometimes
that.
people want to disrespect your success.
I get what you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
to reply to that
What is different?
It had to had bother you in a way for you to respond.
Art, it's
so
not
that means
true.
you care.
No, it's not about caring. All right, Art, if I sit here and say you are a bad father and you beat your kids, you think you're not going to respond?
And does that mean that it ticked you off? No.
No.
That means that you want to set the record straight.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga's bugging.
Well, if my kids know, if my kid, if
You
you
got kids?
if you can see that,
No, wait,
I don't have kids.
time out.
No, I don't have kids.
All right, see, this is the problem, right? We're talking to somebody who isn't experiencing what we're talking about. You're assuming how you would feel. You're assuming how you would react.
And Art, as you build up in this game,
Let me just say this.
my bad.
Let me just say this.
Go cook.
You're assuming everything. So you're saying from a 25 years old, from my point of view, this is what I think that I would do. This is what I'm hearing other people say that they should do. No, see, I can speak from my own experience. I don't go based upon what I hear another nigga say. I go based upon my experience only. And my experience is very rare to the world. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm telling you, when I can see a person like Ari Blake, yo, Art, you're being biased. You might not understand it, but I know. See, I'm not gonna say on the camera how I know you're being biased, because I'm not gonna do that.
I'm definitely not being biased.
It's
let me
subtlety.
finish. Wait, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. You don't even know. You're 25, right? Your frontal lobe is just getting developed. You know what that means?
Yeah.
You're easily influenced.
What you're going to be at 35, you're going to be like, oh,
You're
shit,
gonna go
I'm
back,
different.
You're gonna think at
You're gonna
35,
be an ill
and you're
nigga.
gonna think about this conversation. Say, this is what SO was talking about.
We can move off this, but I get what
Yeah.
y'all saying. The point I'm trying to make is, I think singling out a person that is trying to get your attention, to me, is like giving them what they want. Instead of, I'm gonna just do it and you're gonna see me do it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
All right, wait, time out. Where you get that from? Say it on camera.
Where I get
Where
that
you get
from?
that from? I know the nigga you got that from.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say the nigga you got that from. Because if we gonna put, he got that from Charlemagne the God.
and Charlemagne,
Wait, time out. He fucks with Charlemagne.
And Charlemagne- hold on.
Let me say this shit, Heineken.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say this shit on camera, but his philosophy is Charlemagne the God's philosophy. This is what I'm telling him.
And Charlemagne claps
Let
back at
me
niggas.
finish, my nigga.
You gotta say that.
He is influenced by what Charlemagne thinks. That's why he would look at Mr. Wilson how he looks. A nigga like me, a nigga, I don't have no influence, all right? I'm not influenced. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I should or what I should look at. Ain't nobody put me on. So I don't have to think. Can't nobody put shit in my ear. All these niggas is individuals on a supreme level. I'm not judging Charlemagne, nor am I judging Goat Wilson neither.